My week just really wouldn't be complete if I wasn't glorifying gambling in some way. This is my personal financial wizard. I'm broke, so his advice is to scratch cards. Oh, but my goal is to be the richest person ever. This guy's good.
Let's go gambling!
In case you need a recap, scratch, upgrade, prestige, repeat. And that leaves us with $5 whole, otherwise known as half a cheeseburger at McDonald's. This set is free, so we can unlock that lucky spades. It costs $1 to buy one of these. So the winning numbers are 8, 3, and 1. So we scratch each one of these, and if we match the number, we get the corresponding prize. There is $5. So like a true degenerate gambler, we're going to go all in and make as much money as we can, or lose absolutely everything. But I mean, we're up to $17 now, so we're doing something right. The next set is only $6 to unlock, but then we need to spend $15 to get sky blue. So our lucky numbers are 9, 9, and 8. I want my money back. We can't get double winning numbers. Or do we get paid twice if we win? Nope, just once. I want my money back. But I'm not here for the money. I'm here for the dopamine. There's nothing like being a degenerate. So sky blue is $15. The percent probability of winning is 91%. And there's a 0% chance of Emeraldite. Emeraldite is what we need for permanent upgrades. Anyways, we'll buy one of these. The prize numbers are considerably bigger, so if we'd actually land on one, we'd be feeling richer. There's $20 and another 10, so we got $30 from that one. The next set to unlock is $25, but a 91% probability of winning is absolutely insane. That way we're basically guaranteed to win, says every gambler ever. So we buy another one of those. We got double threes again. It's so annoying how they do that. But it's only going to be 7 out of every 100 that we're not going to win on. Okay, we got 6, 1, and 7 this time. Can we get any of those? Wow, that was actually a loser. Gotta start over again. We're clawing our way up from the bottom. Wonder what happens if you run out of money entirely. Okay, we almost had back-to-back losers there. I did actually fall back down to the point where we gotta go back to lucky spades, and we got double ones on this one. We have a collection, but it's just question marks so far. Anyways, back to our $15 card, because look at that potential. We just gotta save up enough so we can buy another card, unlock another card, and purchase it. That might be there now. $25 to unlock $75. Huh? But it's still good odds of winning, and you win 40, 50, or 75. It's gonna take a minute before we have that kind of money unless we get extraordinarily lucky, which we're not so far. We're already back to the $1 packs. Although we did get really lucky on that. So we're better off just to get the most expensive pack possible because we have the highest potential of winning. It hurts how we keep getting double numbers up here. Like that was just a straight up loser across the board. I'm concerned. We are down to $1. This is a good lesson for everyone out there. This is why gambling doesn't pay. Unless you win. You win some, you lose some, then you win some, then you lose even more, then you win one, then you lose 10. My luck is so bad that I'm struggling just to get the $15 we need for the blue packs. And we got double twos again. But we did get $15, so we at least broke even. That was a super lucky one. Wow, we jumped up in money. Alright, time for the golden clubs. We could win big on this one too. Or we could lose all of our money that we've worked for. There's a 40 and a 50. So we got $90 already, which put us a little bit ahead. There's a 50 and a 75. So that's $125, $149. There is a $120 upgrade to add scratcher. I'm not really sure what that means. So we'll wait until we actually have a little bit of freeboard for that. Uh-oh. If this is a loser, we're in trouble. Oh, that's $74. We're $1 shy of what we need. Lucky spades will see us through. Okay, that's perfect. We made like $6. That's all we needed. Golden clubs, don't let us down ever again. Or, yep, there we go, 75. Little bit of profit. 3s, 2s, and 3s. All right, well, there's 75, so I think we just broke even once again. 656. We keep getting these doubling up numbers here. We lost lots of money on that. Okay, that was a pretty good win even though we had double numbers. So that means I can get the upgrade. $120, add scratcher. So I think he's just auto scratching basic cards if I'm understanding that correctly. I think he's basically just earning us $2 per second or $120 per minute. So now we have some reliable income. We can also spend $50 to unlock that one. Blue marbles cost $200. So we're not going to be scratching any of those, but at least this way, if we run out of money, we can just do real reliable work like a regular person. We don't have to spend our time as a degenerate. We're just choosing to. And there's a big crash. But we're nothing if not ambitious, so we're just going to keep going. Should we buy a blue marble? We might as well. This can earn $100, $150, or $200. Plus it has a 1 in 10 chance of Emeraldite. So let's get to scratching. We even got an achievement for that. There's $100. And $200, we made $300. But we spent $200 on that, so we only made $100 profit. We need to spend 100 trillion to get the highest pack we can even see. Okay, well, we did get Emeraldite. That was $200, so we made our money back. I feel unlucky about this one. There's $200, $350. So let's spend $100 to unlock whatever's next. That's a $300 pack for the Rocket Club. And of course, we got double sixes, so let's see if we can actually make some money on this. It's a complete dud. How could something called the Rocket Club let me down? Should probably get $240 to some reliable income. And we'll do that by gambling. Blue marble, off we go. 7, a 4, and a 3. Can we make our money? $200 made our money back. This is just sort of like entertainment while my reliable servants are making me money in the background. That was a good one. Look at all that money. Does price per card affect us? That's a $500 upgrade. I'm going to try that. Nope, it affected my little helper. Wow, the next upgrade $65,000. So I'm also going to add another scratcher for $240, believe it or not, because we're now getting $480 a minute without gambling. And I just about have the $300 we need. Yep, there it is for the Rocket Club again. And we got $350. That was it, but we just keep on doing that. There's no point in spending $500 to unlock the next one until I have way more than $500. Well, there's a complete loss. But there's $700 in wins, so $772. All it's going to take is a few big wins in a row to really jump us ahead. There's 500, 350, 200. So that was, I think, 1,050, $500 card. That cost $3,000. But I am also building up Emeraldite. So at some point we will spend that for upgrades. Do we want one more scratcher? I think we do. So we'll go from $480 to $720 a minute. I feel like I'm going to start losing money gambling. I might as well just let my workers make all the money. There is $700. But I won a $3,000 card. That's got to be a big winner, right? We can do it. There's a $500, $200, $200, $900. And I got an Emeraldite off that last one. We're up to basically $3,000, so I'm just going to wait and reliably get there. Our very first Panda guy. I didn't even see what we can win on this, but look at the thousands of dollars. Of which we won none. Absolutely none. At least the idiots made back the Rocket Club money again. 789, that's got to be worth something. Good luck, right? $400, $900. Just like that, we're back on top. There's another 500. That was it. I just Rocket Clubbed my way back up to $3,000. Hopefully Panda Guy pays off. So we have a 20% chance of Emeraldite. We win 2,500, 3,000, or 4,000. I like the look at these numbers here. There's 3, 6, wow, there was lots of wins there. We're up to 12 grand. So let's be smart about this. More scratch cards there, more scratchers. Wow, that one jumped up 6.3 million. So I'm going to buy more scratchers for a sec because our passive income will just go really big. Like this costs $1,200, but we're up to $5,000 a minute. So I might as well actually just buy a few of these. Buy a lot of these. An $1,800 upgrade seems expensive, but that's only going to take us, it's less than 20 seconds. And then we have 15 of those little weirdos, $7,200 per minute, just like in real life. But our degeneration knows no limits. For $2,500 we unlock the next pack, which costs $10,000 to scratch, which we painstakingly saved up. So this we win 5,000, 7,000, or 8,000, and there's a 30% chance of Emeraldite. We got 3 separate numbers, so that's a good start. Hopefully we win something at all. There was 7 grand. We didn't quite win our money back, but that's okay. Now the $10,000 pack, we got a 1, a 3, and a 7. Can we win anything at all? Nope, not a thing. All right, see you in a minute. I opened a Panda Guy pack because I realized I can also be gaining Emeraldite as we go. These should also generally be profitable. Okay, Thunder Beach. Let's try it again. 3, 6, 9. And nothing. Absolutely nothing. But I'm going to continue losing all of our money in the search of Emeraldite. Okay, Thunder Beach, $10,000. Let's try it again. 4, 2, and 6. Eventually something's got to pay out. Well, there was $12,000, so we actually made a profit. These also have a pretty high chance of Emeraldite. Okay, well there's 8,000, so we're doing all right. We can't get past this barrier. Thunder Beach is our doom. I'm going to spend a few $1,000s on more scratchers. That just bumped us up to over $8,000 per minute. Since Thunder Beach isn't going to make us money, we got to find our own options. Okay, that was a lot of money. We're up to 25,000, but that's not nearly as much as I would like it to be. Okay, we got 2 wins already, so a little bit of profit, plus an extra 7. So we can unlock this for 15,000, the Pianist for 50,000. We'll get there with just a little bit of luck. Another Thunder Beach, a 6, a 2, and a 9, of which we're getting just 5 grand. So we got half our investment back. That's okay. This one will be 6 winners. Or just 1. But the Emeraldite's adding up till now. These are kind of like the points you get at a casino. I'm really just, it's a silver lining to it all. It's a consolation prize. I'm getting something, but is it really worth it? Considering I have to deal with my nemesis Thunder Beach every 10 seconds. But we're slowly making the money we need. That was a pretty good win, 36,000. We're getting close to the Pianist, which hopefully will be better than Thunder Beach. These have about a 1 in 3 chance of Emeraldite. Hopefully the next one's considerably higher. I'm so sick of Thunder Beach that I'm just saving up to $50,000 so I can go straight to the Pianist. So we can win 35, 50, and 75,000. Plus we have a 35% chance of Emeraldite. That feels weird to say in my mouth. 35.75, and not a single winner. 50 grand down the drain. Well, at least get some dopamine by touching this one more time. That went from $8,100 to $8,600 per minute. I feel like I should just turn this up to an even $10,000 a minute, because it doesn't take as long to make $2,400. That boosted us $500 per minute. So it'll take 20 seconds to make this money, and then we'll get an upgrade. There we go, $10,080 per minute. So now I could just let them do some work and then we'll gamble it all away. Back up to 50 grand, let's prepare for another heartbreak. Pianist, go. 434, I don't like our odds. There's 35, 35, oh, this one is good. So we had 70 plus 75 and another 75. Okay, 190 grand. The first thing I'm going to do is upgrade my prize per card. So $65,000, but we'll go from $10,000 to $15,000 a minute. I feel like I should add more scratchers. Each one of those is going to add quite a lot. These are expensive, but we got quite a lot of money. So we've doubled our passive income, $20,000 per minute. And we've got enough to buy 2 pianists at this point. I'm going to get demonetized for saying that enough times. There's 150 grand. Okay, so let's spend 75 grand unlocking this. I assume it's going to be 100 grand to buy, 125 for the guitarist. So that can drop 100 grand, 125 or 150. The Emeraldite is basically the same as the pianist, which is a little better than Thunder. But we need to make big numbers go bigger. So we're going to buy the guitarist. There's 100 grand, there's 150, so there's 250 grand. So we doubled our investment. Let's try that again. An 8, a 6, a 4. Come on, we need something. There's 100. We'll take 100. It's basically our investment back. A 5 is there, 125, and that was it. I don't want to unlock the next one because we need like a lot of extra room. Uh-oh, this doesn't look good. 125, come on, big luck. We keep getting 125 back. This one will be lucky. We got Emeraldite. Oh yeah, that one was good. 425,000. That means we can unlock this. Space 7. These are 250 grand to open. I'm going to upgrade my price per card again. 430 grand. That'll put us from 20,000 passively to 26,000 passively. Well, maybe buy a few more of these so that we're up to $30,000 a minute without doing anything. And even though this is 250 grand, there's only a 35% chance for an emerald. But we can get 250 or 300,000. We got 2.5, so that's not a great start. Yeah, we got our money back, just barely. But we'll get lucky eventually. Okay, we got double 3s on this one, so we lost our whole investment. But if we want emeralds, I feel like we just opened up Rocket Club. There's only $300 and there's a 15% chance, so we still have a really good chance of getting emeralds. And we're making money faster than we're spending it. Even if we're not winning a single thing, this is just for emeralds. One thing I'm sure of at this point is this is not a 15% chance. I've opened like 30 of these now, and I've been stuck at 19 since. I don't know where it pulls its 15% from, but this is a rigged casino. Finally got another one. It's like a 1 in 35 chance. I'm getting impatient again, so we're going to buy a $125,000 guitarist, which will hopefully give me the big win I need to get back up to the next more valuable one. Yep, that'll do it. 500 grand. So let's get $5 per card. So we'll go from $31,000 a minute to almost 40. So if we spend a few more of these, yeah, $40,000 per minute. So now that we've made a sturdy investment, we're going to open space 7 again. 4, 6, and 2 are the lucky numbers. Wow, big win. Really big win. That was over $1 million in that win. So let's upgrade from $5 to $6 per card. We're sort of getting diminishing returns there. But if we buy one of these, we're up to $50,000 per minute. These aren't that expensive and the numbers go up pretty fast. $60,000 per minute. Big numbers go bigger. $500,000 to unlock this one. It costs $1 million to buy this. The Singularity, they call it. All right, well, let's buy another space 7. Hopefully we get another really big win. There's, yeah, actually a really, really big win. So 1.4 million. It's still scary to buy the Singularity because we worked hard to get this much money. We got 2 9s. We did get an achievement for being a millionaire. Okay, we got 750,000 back, so we're going to be okay. I mean, we just lost $250,000, but we're still okay. There's 2,750,000. So we're up to almost 3 million. Okay, let's go $7 per card and let's spend this money. Let's see if we can get up closer to $80,000 per minute. Oh, the next one costs 10 million to buy. That's very expensive no matter which way we slice this. And saving up money is one thing, but we really need emeralds more than anything. Emeralds are what are gonna get us exponential growth. While I'm thinking about how to do that, we're gonna gamble another $1 million. We got a 1, a 7, and 8. There's a $2 million, and that was it, but we still doubled our investment. We'll try that again because lightning will strike twice. Okay, there's 1 million, 3 million. Well, that was a pretty big win. We almost have the 10 million we need suddenly. But I am going to buy up to $8 a card, and we're going to buy a few more of these so we can actually put ourselves up to $100,000 per minute. If I buy this for 6.3 million, we can actually go up to $200,000 a minute, which is debatably worth it. Or alternatively, we keep gambling for big wins, and we win so big that we can buy them all without having to think about it. We just wasted $1 million. But we're not going to lose twice in a row. Our probability of success is still 91%, so it's very unlikely we'll lose twice in a row. That counts as a win, but it's actually a loss. So the number it says doesn't really speak very true. But there we go, 9.8 million. Oh, but we're just unlocking now for 10 million. We probably spent 5 million to buy it, so we gotta do more gambling. I don't need any more excuses to click the button more times. I didn't actually mean to buy it, that I accidentally clicked. My body's subconsciously gambling for me now. We want to stay with a good healthy margin above what we need. So okay, we got 17.3 million. We're gonna buy that for 10. That's 20 million to buy. That's insane. I'm mentally plotting out what the next best move is. We're gonna buy $3,000 Panda guys for now because there's a 1 in 5 chance of an emerald. The odds here really don't work. Like, we bought so many of the $1 million cards that should have over a 1 in 3 chance of emeralds. We only gained 7 in the past 20 minutes. I very slowly saved up 35 emeralds. That's good enough for me for now. We're gonna go back to Singularity. We got enough freeboard now that I can take a few losses if need be. But there's $2 million, $3 million, so we tripled our gamble. This one's gonna be rough. It's double sixes. We at least made our money back. I'm okay with that. I saved up $27 million because that way if Lucky Fries lets us down, we can go back to the Singularity. But $20 million gambled, can we get a win? There's $12 million. There's $22 million in total. $32 million, so we definitely made our money back. But good news, we have a 40% chance of emeralds. This one's actually really bad odds. You spend $20 million and you win 7, 10, or 12. I'm legitimately better off just buying the Singularity again and again and again and again. So instead of that, we're going to spend $6.3 million doubling our scratch cards. So we'll go from $101 to $204,000 a minute. We can also buy maybe a few of these. So up to $10 per card. And we still got $32 million. So let's spend some money here, seeing what kind of number we can get per minute. It feels easy to spend $1 million suddenly, so that feels good. They are up to $20,000 each, so they are getting expensive. But we did bring that up to $1 million per minute. We still got $30 million in the bank. I don't understand why Lucky Fries does this. It costs 20 million, the most I can win is 12. The Singularity costs 1 million, the most I can win is 2. So it's really actually got the best ratio, so I might as well keep playing this. But maybe also in the background, we're going to spend $13 million on this, but we're going to go from 1 million to $2 million per minute. We've doubled our income. Buying the $1 million cards, we're up to 66.6 million. I'm going to increase my price per card. I'm going to spend a few $1 million on this because the millions are coming in real easy now. If we buy this for $1 million, we're up to 3.6 million per minute. And then right back to buying these, well, collecting emeralds, we're up to 60. At some point, I am going to have to spend $50 million to unlock the next one, but it's probably going to cost $150 million to buy after that. I've saved up $93 million and haven't gotten any dopamine in a while, so I'm going to spend $20 million doubling our scratch cards. So that'll take us from 3.6 million to 7.2 million per minute. That would feel better if it was 10 million per minute though, wouldn't it? We could spend a few $1 million getting at the... oh, that's actually maxed already. Okay, well we could buy more of these. The numbers don't jump up as much, but they are quite cheaper. We're officially at $10.1 million per minute, which is $167,000 per second. Now, where was I buying these endlessly? We're officially 100 millionaires. So we're going to buy the next card for 50 million and it costs 100 million to buy the janitor. So all I got to do now is double my money. I could also just sit back and wait for 5 minutes and we make the 50 million we need. But I'm not built that way. Plus I need the emeralds. We're back up to $100 million. That didn't actually take that long. So let's risk it all. This is a horrible, horrible decision, but we got to open one of these. So we're going to spend 100 million. The prizes we can win are 40, 50, or 60. So we need to win 2. And that's not even a guarantee to break even. Yeah, but if you're looking for good decisions, you're in the wrong spot. So we made 50 and so we made half of our money back. And technically that's a win. Well, let's double our income again. So we're now up to $20 million per minute. Actually, you know what? Let's just do that again. So now we're up to $40 million per minute. $670,000 per second. And we're going to add some scratchers as well. Just because I feel like we're making this much money easily. Yeah, actually at this point I can't even spend the money. We're making it way faster than we're spending it. Okay, we've maxed out the amount of scratchers we're allowed to have. So $57 million per minute is where we landed so far. And that means we easily saved up to 38 million. We need to double our income again. $114 million per minute. $2 million per second. Now we're making the big money. And you know what? We can double it again. I feel like this part isn't very balanced because we're up to $4 million per second, and to double our income again is only going to take us like 13 seconds. So let's do exactly that. The next one's only 56 million to double our income again. This doesn't make any sense. This isn't balanced. And we like unbalanced. $56 million. All right, we're making $15 million per second. Almost $1 billion per minute. And okay, we're making almost $2 billion per minute. There's $4 billion per minute. There's $7 billion, 15, 30 billion, 60 billion. We're literally just making billions of dollars at this point. Like that's maxed. We're making $2 trillion per minute, and I haven't prestige once. I don't think I was supposed to do it this way. Well, what comes after the janitor? Bigfoot, $250 million. I don't even know how much we can win because these numbers are just insignificant now. We actually ruined the game. But these cards aren't very good odds. Like, you need to win several times to make these worthwhile. Okay, Rose Garden for $1 billion. I didn't even see the odds of that. But we won 200 million. So we won 200. Like, look at that. You got to spend $1 billion and you win 200 million back. There's got to be something with the prestiges that make those worthwhile. Yeah, same with Lady Fortune. It's a $5 billion card and the big prize you can win is 900 million. So less than 1/5. But let's go ahead and lock these. That costs 50 trillion. We can't actually afford that, surprisingly. The desktop, $100 billion to buy this. And like we won, but we won 15 billion. Super Scratchers, this costs $1 trillion. And I think we won 200 billion back. So 1/5 of our investment. Well, now that we've determined that we can make lots of money, we need emeralds. So I think it's time we prestige. We're probably long overdue. So now we gotta pick carefully. See, this is the kind of thing we need. Lucky Scratcher. Scratchers also get emeralds now. Every Scratcher has a 3% chance of dropping one every 20 seconds. So the more of those we have, we're just going to pile up emeralds. Super Even is nice. Re-trigger 5 times when you match an even number. Probably want that and odd number. We can get both of those actually. So then we're going to get bigger triggers. Re-trigger when you match a 3 or 7. That's only 2 emeralds, so we might as well. Oh, I forgot about the booster pack. I might have been able to buy that with my trillions. Oh, this was nice. Panels are automatically scratched just after opening a card. I'm getting sick of clicking on everything. Boost 30% emerald chance cards to 70%. Yes, we need emeralds to get the rest of these. We only have 10 left. 2 times, no. Re-trigger the prize when you match on an even number, sure. And then we're back to the ground floor. Should have opened the booster pack before, but that's okay. We'll live with the choices we made. This should go nice and quick because of all our re-triggers and boosts. So that gave us $32, which is actually a lot for us currently. So we can already jump up to Sky Blue. They're going to scratch. Wow. Look at that win. $540. We're basically speedrunning at this point. There's lucky 7s. We got $280 for that. Now I see how the odds are going to actually make sense. So blue marbles automatically scratch. There's several $1,000s. Which means we can unlock Rocket Club, which scratches. There's, I believe, 6 grand. We're also going to start to add some of these guys going for sure, because I need them scratching so they can make me emeralds in the background. Someone's got to do all the hard work. Panda Guy. Panda Guy made me 24 grand. Thunder Beach, my former nemesis, just made me a lot of money to make up for it. We're back up to 160,000 and it's been like 30 seconds. The Pianist, that still costs a lot of money, but we're making the money back. So the Guitarist, as long as we're winning big. Like, it doesn't matter what we do. Obviously, if we hit multiple numbers, all the better. I'm not sure what we even trigger on at this point. The Singularity was our bread and butter last time. There's $6 million. So the 30% chance cards are supposed to be 70 now. So is that Thunder Beach or is it 30% and above? I don't really know. But the Singularity is probably still the best bang for the money right now. Because that just jumped us up to $44 million. Well, we're going to start on Lucky Prize. We got to take advantage of big numbers. So we have 146 million. So we're going to boost this up until it's costing into millions of dollars easy enough. Maxed out. That's 12 million. And this one we got to click a whole bunch of times. I think this maxed out at 130 of these guys. But I'm pretty sure the more of these there are, the more chance of emeralds we get. But I got a whole bunch of them for now. We'll need to buy more. The emeralds are piling up. So where are we at? We got to buy $50 million. We don't have enough to buy that. So we got to get another lucky prize, which easily gave us the money for the next one. The janitor, scratch that up. It's hard to see the numbers. They go too quick for my slow brain, but there's $700 million. So we'll unlock that. Bigfoot, $250 million got us like 700 million back. So we unlock that. We can't get the Rose Garden. We got to double down on Bigfoot, which easily got us the money. $1 billion Rose Garden. And that made its money back, but not actually by a huge amount. Luckily I can fix that. We just buy a few more rose gardens. Actually, the more expensive these are, like the worse the odds are getting. Even with their multipliers, this still isn't super great. But that's okay. We can spend many millions of dollars upgrading our scratch cards. So they're already making back to $7 billion. They're getting a little bit expensive there. So let's just add more scratchers. One day I'll remember that I have an auto clicker. We're making $900 million per second. So these $40,000 clicks are nothing. 339. So I was off by 200. But we'll spend another 100 million, couple hundred million, just make the numbers go bigger. Okay, so we're back up to $1.9 trillion per minute. And we should be getting a decent amount of emeralds. So after the Rose Garden comes Lotus Fortune, that earned $4 billion. Which isn't even as much as it takes to buy this. We still need more multipliers. The Circus, 50 billion. There we go, that's a good win. Next is the desktop that costs $100 billion to scratch. We didn't actually make our money back on that. But I mean, if we keep trying, eventually we will. The most important thing is we made 17 emeralds back already. That didn't take long. Emeralds are hard to get. Well, I finally got $4.3 trillion, which means we can open a booster pack. I don't know what this is. Symbols pack. Okay. It's called, I got an achievement that says dopamine pack. It's a banana common. So I guess we're looking to match apples. That's not an apple. That is an apple. And that's not. So we got $10 trillion. Is that correct? It seems to be. So we're going to lock the Super Scratchers pack. We're going to open all these. We're not going to make our money back on those, are we? So the next one still takes 50 trillion and 100 trillion. Oh, so the collection's finally. Okay, so let's spend $4 trillion opening another symbol pack. Maybe we'll get a rare one. That is common. Banana again. So we got to match the avocado and we got nothing. Not even a consolation prize. Oh, we did get an ore pack, so that's a new one. Maybe we get something special if we find them all. Test your luck with lucky stones. 9 hidden panels, each one reveals an ingot. So I guess we want to find a gold ingot. There's a 5% chance of one of those. That's a bronze ingot. That's not worth a lot. Bronze, 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 gold. And a silver. That was a good one. So we spent $1 trillion for this. Oh, we did actually make trillions on that. Okay, so as long as the multipliers are there, like we got 1 trillion, so I think we got our money back. And it just depends on the numbers, because some of them have a higher multiplier than others. And the more times we prestige, the more those are going to come into effect. Well, since we got the money for it, let's try another booster pack. We're back to the basic symbols. We just need a triple win. $75 trillion. Oh, we got a double win. That's 20 trillion. There's nothing wrong with that. That means we can unlock this one for 50 trillion, costs 100 trillion to buy. Forgot about that part. So we're going to take a big risk here and spend $4 trillion on an ore pack. This is rare. So we'll probably get lots of bronze, but that's okay because those are worth quite a bit each. But we're definitely looking for gold and silver. We got pure bronze, but we still got 8.2 trillion. So more booster packs, mine-filled. This is also rare. Each panel has a 15% chance to reveal a star worth 7 trillion, I think. Oh, and a 5% chance to have a bomb that destroys things instantly. So we want to find stars, not bombs. Star, 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 star. Ooh, lots of stars. Back up to 40 trillion. Well, these seem to be very profitable, the booster packs. If we prestige, we'll get good boosts to these as well, so it's going to get even better. The math pack. So this is all the booster packs now. We've seen them all. This is also rare. Reveal the 4 hidden panels to uncover numbers between 1 and 9. If the total of the 4 numbers minus the window number equals 0, so we got to add these up to 26, I believe. Nope. So do we just not get anything then? Okay. We're gonna do it again. We love math so much. Nope. I feel like that one's not gonna be a winner very often. Our fruit here is my bread and butter. We at least got an apple, so there's 10 trillion. The minefield pack was good too, so long as we don't see the bomb, which we did, but we still made a profit. For now, I'm going to go back to the super scratchers because those have a chance of emeralds as well. We need emeralds to stack up. Plus, I feel like these are more reliable income, or at least quicker. We saved up the $100 trillion we need for the teacher. Obviously, we don't get huge wins back out of that, so I don't actually know if that's going to be worth it. I honestly don't think it can be. We can't roll anything big enough to make this worth our time. I jumped up to $121 trillion. We're going to try a teacher just because we can. There's $24 trillion back, which isn't the 100 we spent on it. I've been looking at the prestige preview. I think I need 148 emeralds to accomplish my goal. That won't actually take as long as you think. And thanks to the power of editing, you don't have to see any of the process at all. And just to be a little bit extra sure, thanks to my mental math, we went 152, 153. That's probably good enough, right? Prestige. So one of the big ones we need is 9 times retrigger on your matches. Yes, that costs 80, so it's very expensive. This one's cheap, doubles your winnings if your number matches with the winning number of scratches. Retrigger the prize when you match in an odd number. These are all going to multiply for really, really big wins. 2 times on every card from the booster pack, 4 times on booster pack card winnings. Adds each winner number to the scratcher prize card. And then we should have 5 left over because I don't really care for that one. And this one I can't afford anyway. That just means you get to pick the booster, which I don't care about. Back to the beginning, but watch what happens when I spend $1. We get the numbers and we're up to $105. So we can basically just jump on through to the end. We'll just buy whatever we can, running out of money because we're spending all the money. But obviously we're going to get a lot of money very quickly. We'll buy a $300 card and we'll get thousands of dollars. So from there, we're going to buy Panda guy. That'll automatically scratch 40 grand from a single win. So Thunder Beach it is then, our old nemesis, and it's still our nemesis, literally $0. This time, it's going to give us much more. There's 330 grand. Should probably also start buying the idiots as well. So for 260 grand, we're going to go back to Thunder Beach apparently. Things are more expensive than I thought. But now I could buy Space 7, that's 250,000, but the win from that is well into the millions. So we'll buy the Singularity, which has been very, very good for us. We're basically just working our way up one. So we'll do Lucky Prize, we'll take the giant win of hundreds of millions, we'll move on to whatever's immediately after that, the Janitor. The Janitor will get us nothing. The Janitor should learn to gamble more. 50 million, which turns into 850 million. Bigfoot's gonna get us 2 billion. Rhodes Gardens, we have to spend a billion to buy, but we got 4 billion back. Lotus Fortune, that was a lot of billions. We'll just call it even 50. I had to buy a second Lotus Fortune because the circus cost $50 billion to spin, but we're gonna make some money back. Should probably also get going on these. We're gonna use an auto clicker this time to be smart. So we had 150 billion. There we go, it's all maxed out. So now we're at 1.9 trillion. We're making $31 billion per second. So that'll help propel us forward a little bit because we're going to take a giant win there. It's hard to see the numbers we get, but we'll just have to see them as they come up here. We're going to have to buy the desktop again, but there's hundreds and hundreds of billions. So now we can buy a super scratcher for 1 trillion. Then we got 6 trillion back from a single little win. So some of these are going to be really, 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 really big. I should also buy the boosters. I know we're going to get big multipliers out of here now. So look at all the trillions roll in. The gold was 28 trillion by itself. Big number dopamine feel good. Kinda wish I did buy the thing to choose the booster packs. I hate the math one. Fruit symbol pack. Oh, I thought we were going to get lucky there. We still did pretty good. The minefield has been pretty good for us. Wow, this one's not that good. 2 stars and then a bomb. I guess I probably really shouldn't complain though. We're still making pretty good money overall. This one's the best because it's basically guaranteed money. Did another 10. There's another gold. So we're up to 165 trillion. So we can unlock this for 50 and then buy it for 100 trillion. We should get more money back than we spent. Did that work? Yeah, not by a whole lot, but it worked. We're still sort of in luck territory. See, we got less. We can't afford to buy it again now. 3 apples or 0. Okay, for $100 trillion, we can buy the final card, Lottoville. We need 500 trillion to buy that, which is an awful lot of money even for us. I'm not sure what my best odds of getting to it are. That was obviously lots of money. If we could get lucky stones endlessly, I feel good about it. Or if we could get triple bananas here, that'd be worth 75 trillion times 4 or something. Alright, we're back up over $100 trillion. Let's try the teacher again. This can be big if we'd actually just match some good numbers. We did make a profit there. We just need like 1 or 2 good wins. That's not asking a lot. That could be a good one. Yeah, well, whatever. That's a couple $100 trillion. That's nothing to scoff at, I suppose. Wins like that kind of sting. Like we're still sort of 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or 3 steps back in this case. And a half step. All right. Well, can we get a win here? Wow. That's setting us back. I do feel like the teacher is going to be our best bet as long as that stops happening. We're betting $100 trillion, so we should be able to win several hundred trillion. And we've seen it happen, but for the most part, we get boned. That could have been big. Wow, look at all the golds we just got. That was so much money. That actually gave us the 500 trillion we need to spend Lottoville. And of course, we didn't get a winner. Of course we didn't. 91% chance of success, but not for us. This is really incredible because every time I save up 100 trillion, I buy the teacher and it lets me down, like clockwork. This is getting so ridiculous that I'm actually going to prestige again, just so I can pick which booster pack I want from the collection. So now when I make it back to the point where I can afford the $4 trillion I need, I can pick whichever one I want, which is going to be ore packs. Simply because they're a guaranteed win and there's often gold ones in there, like it's just really reliable money. Because very ironically, the gambling part of the gambling game is letting me down again and again and again. Like look at all that money, that's just silly. I actually got so caught up doing these, I went right past the $500 trillion we need. Oh, I actually need a little bit more because I forgot I haven't unlocked this yet, so we still need just a little more. There we go, $528 trillion, so we could buy Lottoville. I didn't even see what we could win. Well, there's 400 trillion, so we made 80% of our investment back. But that's absolutely not the enormous dopamine hit I wanted to end this one before I go and cry myself to sleep. So that was basically money back plus some. I know we can do it. 500. You know what? This game was fun. I'm going to bed.
Aw, dang it.